Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gone Wild live clips and podcast. Today we are talking about how football season affects restaurants and the gig economy. So in a recent live stream with my Gone Wild co-host Budsoda, we had a bit of a discussion during the show about football season, and it led to a lot of conversation about Buffalo Wild Wings, how their deals change with sports seasons and other fun activities, which inevitably led to more discussions and how all of that affected the gig economy as a whole. So in this video, we are presenting a clip from the Gone Wild live stream about how football season affects restaurants and the gig economy, how it actually is for all parties involved, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we go over on any of the Gone Wild clips and podcasts is very market to market and case by case. What applies to me and my market, Bud Soda's market, or any of the markets that are discussed throughout our videos and live streams may not apply to you. So with that said, enjoy the clip. Hey, doing? Watching the game, multitasking tonight. Is there a game on tonight?
Yeah, there's football.
Oh, right. Football season. We should probably think about that before we make these lives now. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we should look up the football schedule.
Maybe.
The only one I even remotely care about is Bills.
Dolphins.
Okay.
Oh, it's a Dolphins game?
Yeah, I saw half of the Ravens Bears game the other day, and I guess the Ravens came back.
I gotta tell you, my stepfather is hyped this football season, but I am like the furthest thing from a consistent football fan. You wanna know how inconsistent of a football fan I am?
Mm.
I am a Jets fan, and I don't even know what the hell is going on with any of the other teams anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I think the last time I kept up with football, Brady was still on the Patriots.
Yeah, the only reason I even care about the Bills, like Bills Mafia Go, is because they made me a lot of money back when I was doing gig work full time,
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna. Are you sure we want to have that kind of conversation?
No. This
Made you a lot of money. Are we going to the sports betting conversation?
no, gig work wise.
Okay.
I had a lady out in Chamo, DePaulville, like so she was kind of out of the way, and for whatever reason, like even though she's closer than some places I deliver to that are in the range of DoorDash and Uber or Grubhub, she wasn't. So she'd order catering to her house. She's like, she discovered Easy Cater, and when there was on-demand food fetch, she'd do that, and she'd throw a freaking giant tip on those because it blew Easy Cater's prices out of the water. It
Yeah.
was always nice to like go to Buffalo Wild Wings or something and grab her a bunch of wings and go deliver that.
Oh my
Like,
god. I was actually
she'd throw me a $50 tip on like $200 of food. Like,
first off, that's phenomenal. And I
yeah,
really wish that was more consistent across the board. Second, nowadays with some restaurants bringing back some of their like most popular like concepts like and items, like Buffalo Wild Wings brought back endless appetizers.
mm,
Like that is a wild choice in 2025. Like that
yeah.
they're
Being Red Lobster pretty much just failed for a similar reason.
Mhm.
Like they're not bankrupt, but they closed a lot of locations. They closed the one in Watertown, and that place was always busy. Like it was never empty.
And not to mention it's also football season now. So it's not only gonna be packed, it's gonna have bottomless appetizers there. Are you kidding?
I think that's gonna hurt them more than anything. Because, like, yeah, I get it. You want people to order wings and burgers, but I don't think that people are really going. They're gonna sit there and eat mozzarella sticks and crap all night because they can.
I
Hopefully,
don't know, man. If I was actually a sports fan and I was looking for a place to hang out, and one of the places that I could go offered me boneless appetizers or like endless appetizers, I would like that would at least be in my consideration. It would also depend on the crowd and
Mhm.
who I'm actually going with. Like that's another thing
It's
to consider, but like that's still
so the one in Watertown has a very echoey ambulance. Like the ceiling's twice as tall as this one. You can hear the echo, I'm sure,
Mhm,
when I talk. And it gets very loud in there. The one in Plattsburgh gets pretty crowded too, but it's like a smaller location.
mhm.
It could like if it was a modern restaurant and it didn't open years ago, it'd probably be the Buffalo Wild Wings Go location. It probably wouldn't even be an actual full on one, you know.
Got
They just built one of they just put one in the old UPS store.
It's
So,
funny that you mentioned Buffalo Wild Wings Go because the one that they opened that like not too long ago ended up closing within like a year or so. Like the
that's
Buffalo Wild Wings Go. And I'm like, wow, you literally just threw out the entire concept within a year. Jesus. And it was funny because I remember that location screwing up a few of my catering orders actually because the address was so similar. Like the Buffalo Wild Wings Go and the Buffalo Wild Wings, they were so similar address wise. Like one was 1219 North Federal Highway and one was 1299 South Federal Highway. And
why are they
because of
so
that,
close?
that made so many GPS issues. They're not close. That's the point. One's in Deerfield Beach and one's in Pompano Beach. But because
Oh,
they were so like the addresses from a text level were so similar, it screwed up Google Maps. And because it screwed up Google Maps, it screwed up EasyCater. And because it screwed up EasyCater, I had issues on Para way back in the day. If you believe that, like that was an actual issue. Like I was on support with Para. I was like, "Hey, I am actually." I don't know if it was Para or whatever freaking app that I was on at the time. But I remember getting furious about that. And I'm trying to mark myself as like moving on, and I couldn't do it. Like I literally had no capacity to do that.
yeah, they when I did a par order for food fetched, that's how I first got on. Is I had to like drive to the pin. They're like, "Oh, you need to drive to the pin location to swipe it." I'm
Mm.
like, "You guys need to make it so I can manually override
Yeah,
it."
Ara
They're
needed
like,
that.
they're like,
It,
"Oh, it's
as
to
long as
ensure it
it was
goes to the proper delivery zone." I was like, "Well, the proper delivery according to the pin is 2.5 miles away from the place." Because I actually Googled it and looked it up. It just put me in between houses in the middle of town. Like it's like in residential, and it definitely wasn't like a place that you'd run out of your house. It was an actual full operation. They made dairy equipment, and it's like, okay, this is not something running out of somebody's house. They're making bulk equipment, so like I had to look it up, go over there, and then I had to drive back over town. So I basically added 5 miles to my trip because I drove 2.5 miles out of my way. I was not very happy about it.
yeah.
Yeah, so I got lucky, and there was this was before EasyCater got like on your butt about swiping it done on time, but like I did message them saying, hey, it did get there on time, but like I had to go back to the stupid location and mark it delivered. I'm like, can you tell them it actually got done at this time?
Yeah, like I spent like half an hour just trying to get in touch with somebody via the Para system because no one was answering their phone. And I was texting incessantly, like, hey, what's going on? Why can't I move forward with this order?
I
I
think I might have, I think I might have got a hold of Jimmy and he like got me like grew faster.
Yeah, here's the thing about that. I just met Jimmy on a personal level. I have not met Jimmy on a, level like that back in the day. I
Yeah,
think if I did, I would have had an easier time, and I would have been, a bit more understanding, and if I'm being really honest, a little bit more further along in my current goals, but still. I spent, half an hour just trying to get in touch with somebody via the Para system because no one was answering their phone. And I was texting incessantly, like, hey, what's going on? Why can't I move forward with this order?
I
I
think
like,
I might have I think I might have got a hold of Jimmy and he got me, like, grew faster.
yeah, here's the thing about that. I just met Jimmy on a personal level. I have not met Jimmy on a, level like that back in the day. I
Yeah,
think if I did, I would have had an easier time, and I would have been, a bit more understanding, and if I'm being really honest, a little bit more further along in my current goals, but still.
yeah, I kinda wish I coulda hooked up with them better and been more further on myself, but, it is what it is, and, no, I do enjoy their friendships because like, I still talk to both of them, so,
Yeah,
um
Jimmy, I've actually been talking to Jimmy a little bit more recently. We've been kind of bonding over the concept of AI recently. He's been asking me on my input on some things for social media purposes and just making an AI tool for that, and I was just giving him a thought on it that I thought would be useful. But
yeah,
I don't know how well that kind of conversation will go over here, so I'm just going to let
uh,
me release it at the time. Make sure to check out our Patreon for our full live stream replays, exclusive clips I can't post on YouTube, and access valuable benefits and resources for gig workers and self-employed individuals of all kinds. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time. By the way, make sure you join us for the Gone Wyld live stream, and you could be part of the conversation too. We're looking forward to seeing you there.
Tripping was the only wave of must. Take it back, no looking back.